Wow.
Okay, so the next two songs that you'll be reacting to will be released on Mother's Day.
Hi, Mom. Hi, Jessica.
Hi, Mom. I'm not gonna say your first name because you'll kill me in Korean. But I love you, Ma.
Aww.
Shout out to moms.
Shout out to moms.
Yeah.
First, we'll be reacting to Day6, the rock band, and their song I'll Try, released in 2017. The member Wonpil, who plays the keyboards in the band, was inspired by the unconditional love our parents give us while writing the lyrics. That quote, "When things are hard, you can lean on me and rest. I'll hold you and accept you for who you are." The song was composed by him, Mr. Cho, and Min Kyung-ii. And so when you listen to this, just try to think of our mothers and their love for us.
Go to cram school. Go practice.
Stop. 3, 2.
I really like the timbre of the piano. I like how it's recorded. And it seems like it's just played very effortlessly. Whoever is doing it just felt so relaxed and comfortable as they were playing it, and it translates to the ear.
Ooh, nice. Minor 7.
I love the chromatic system.
Oh my god, the chords are so pretty.
I really like the phrasing in his voice. Like, he connects each note, like he sings through them.
Oh, up. It's going building. In pitch. And then it's falling. Oh, that's a really good phrase. Build up and then back, like float down.
That was a good deception. I like that. I really like where the piano is like leading to chords and then going away from them in really satisfying ways. Like you expect what's gonna happen very clearly. Ooh.
And now, damn, that was a transition.
Yeah, that was crazy. Da-ba-da-da-ba-da-dum-bum.
Arpeggiated chords in the guitar.
I like that. I don't know if that is the da da dum bum. It like delays the resolution a little bit.
Oh, the drummer is like Ringo Starr. He's so relaxed and on the backbeat.
I like how the chorus starts with a half diminished chord. That's pretty cool.
It's one of the glory.
I like the drum fill too.
Oh, that was a little like show tuney. Dun dun dun.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking at the very beginning of the song too. When they just have the piano, it's a little show tuning.
Oh yeah. Woo! Woo!
Oh. Someone knows stuff on piano.
Oh. Wow.
Ooh.
Really pretty. Oh
There's no rhythm section, nothing. It's just their voices.
Wow. He's really up there. Oh, wow.
That was such a cool acapella section. I like.
Just blown away.
Are you crying?
Hope I've been a good son.
I really like that the main It was like, I'll accept you, I'll try.
I'll try.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because that's really.
That's a mood. If I didn't know what the words were, and if I didn't hear you explain it to us before, I would have thought that was a Christmas song. And I'm not even kidding, because it had, I even had the da 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 da. Like at one point I was like da 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 da. But that's not where they went a little bit higher. Like they had a lot of nice Christmas motion in there.
They took like different sequences, like the Gloria and Excelsis Dio. Well, it's like really all Christmas music is basically like one big exercise on.
Yeah, you just do your counterpoint and then it works.
But so I thought it was really inventive how they gave you like the da 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 da, but they didn't exactly end on the da, and then so it went somewhere else, but you still had that like slight bit of ear recognition from that. So I think that was cool.
I think the way that they didn't really do anything too fancy with it really made it what it is, because it feels very selfless. It's like this isn't really about anyone who's singing, it's about like who they're singing it to, and that's just like such a sweet thing to be able to put into a song, and I think they did a really wonderful job with that.
The piano writing was like impeccable. Like the way just all the roles like were so nice, and like the harmonic choices that they chose. I thought they did a good job of like portraying the line but letting the harmonies that the piano was outlining kind of like speak for itself. Like I thought that's where a lot of the emotional content came from, was like the clashing bits and like the resolutions and the invasions and stuff. I thought that was where the emotional content really was.
I thought the emotional content was really with their voices, because like I feel like this one was really stripped down. You really didn't have a whole rhythm section to like the main like big like final chorus, and still like after that they just like went into like harmony with themselves. Like it felt like a choir, like what are those glee choirs called? Is it just like a glee or just like an acapella? It felt like an acapella group.
Yeah.
And I feel like the main focus of the song was their voices, and they really did showcase every single person's voice. I would have liked if they would have used more harmony throughout, but I guess this was more soloistic. Like they were trying to like give each person like their own time to shine, and they really like blended really well when they had their acapella section.
I think the acapella at the end was very well placed, considering that an acapella is a build-up on one another. So when you incorporate it to the theme of mothers, they do, I don't know, it's like listening to my mother talk about her mother, and then like my grandmother talking about her mother. It's just
like intergenerational.
Yeah, there's a system that's passed on between generation, and you can't, it's very, very hard to say, it's like, I built myself. It's like, nah, I don't think so, because you have whether if you have a parent or a guardian, they usually teach you about the past and then they pass it on. So there's an aspect of building on one another. And I thought it was neat, very well placed.
I do think the verse isn't as melodically, like, maybe that's the point though. See, I think Day6, they're very great melody writers, but I think with this song, the verse is like decidedly low key before the chorus starts going da da da, all those big leaps and the nice scales and the cool chords. I like how the verse is a bit simpler and then the chorus is a bit more complex and a bit more sequential. That's a tried and true formula. But melodically, yeah, I just heard the verse and I was like, man, this isn't really gripping me yet. And then I heard the chorus and I'm like, there it is. Yeah.
Makes sense. I love that you were talking about the vocal.
I just really like their melodies. Yeah, they move quite a bit, but they're not hard to catch on to. You can sing it back. Yeah, it's totally like a Christmas carol. And it ends too with, I don't know how many part harmony that was, but it was a cappella.
5. Or no, there was 4, but 5 singers like trading off.
Yeah, so 4-part harmony. Yeah, it was really, really pretty.
I do like when a song you can like feel that motion, like you know when you're soaring up, and like because like sometimes it's nice to be surprised by where we're going, and then sometimes like you want to just feel like you want the anticipation of like we're gonna go up, and then highest. Yeah, that was very satisfying.
Yeah, whoever was the pianist, I like their voicings a lot.
That's one who wrote the song.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Very talented. I think that the voice into the chord that he chose really helped, like not just tension for the chords that were leading places, and then release for the ones that for the resolutions, but also it felt like the way that he voiced things, especially with the chromatic tension, the chords felt immobile almost, like they couldn't lead anywhere. And then when they finally relaxed, it felt so much more satisfying because it was like impossible in my mind that they could actually get there.
Yeah, there was definitely that one lick in there where it was like boom.
But
yeah, which I think that's the Tchaikovsky's first piano concerto. One of the best. It's honestly one of the best piano concertos ever.
Yeah.
And Tchaikovsky was an amazing melodist, and that sweeping piano octaves, and you kind of hear them roll the notes at the bottom. That's such a classical sound. Also, a cappella is really cool, and I think the great thing about a cappella is that, especially in this context, as it's a ballad, it feels very intimate, especially if you're talking about your mom and, motherly love. I think that intimate setting is super appropriate.
Okay, the next mother-themed song that you'll be reacting to is actually by a girl group called MAMAMOO. So you've heard this before, Erin.
Yeah, I have heard this, right?
Yes.
Okay.
A B-side song called Hello Mama, released from their Reality in Black 2019 album. The group says that through this album, they want to send a message of hope and tell people that beauty comes from the inside. The song Hello Mama is a letter to their mom expressing their love. The lyrics talk about the hard times we experience in life and how much we need our moms even as we become adults and live our own lives.
The song is about how beauty comes from our mamas. 3, 2, 1.
Violin.
This is compound meter.
I like the rain drums, the brushes they use on drums to make that rain sound. This sounds like a cloudy day song. Oh, she has
that
such
was
a good voice.
really pretty. The backing vocals, how they rose in so quietly. Da-da.
I love that it's the ebb and flow of this melody, that we start low and then it comes up and then just so good. Ah. The fadeaways are so elegant and rehearsed. Thank you.
Whoa, Moonbyul doing the free rhythms. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Hey, subdividing.
Oh, okay. That's a little out of the rhythm.
Her voice is an interesting contrast.
Yeah, it got a darker tone to it. I like it.
It's so fun to hear them harmonize with each other. It's just
That was lovely.
It's very lullaby-esque because of the compound.
This sounds like Beethoven, where it's so she's singing. Oh. That melody is really unique.
Oh, right into the bridge. Okay.
Oh, we're moving somewhere.
Yeah, right. Moonbyul is the
chorus movement
is our subdivision queen in this song.
Are you happy?
That's not my bass. Right there.
man, so many ballads today. I'm gonna cry.
I love all their timbres. They're so different. Huh. Interesting. So they ended on like a...
Like you kind of expect it to go with like jazz chord.
Yeah, but it didn't. It didn't even resolve. They kind of just let it fade.
See, that's the thing with K-pop. They're able to just allocate each time to each of the vocalists just enough so that they can have their own limelight. And so when they say, "Hey, Mama," I thought it's like, wow, like you could think it as they're directing it to us, like, oh, make us think about it, or maybe it's just them directing it to their own mothers. Nice thought process there. But there's also I guess there's the appreciation of how they're approaching the music, because I think, what was that girl? I just said her name.
Wien.
In the very beginning when I heard her sing, I thought, she actually put a lot of effort into all the little ends of the phrases, the beginning of the phrases, also in the middle of the phrase. And I thought, wow, like they're really putting their heart into it. And I thought it was cool.
Yeah, I like it a lot too. I think I can tell that every member offers something different in this song, and usually Isaac is the one that notices that, and that just flies past me. But this one is one where I can tell that Moonbyul is doing all of her subdivisions, Solar is doing all her high notes, and it's so great. I hear the difference between every member, and they're all singing the same message. And even though, there may not be an a cappella section like the Day6 song, but I could still feel the unity and how the song is one entity.
I think I didn't realize how much I really like all of their voices together. They're very distinct, but it really fills, I think, the gap of what you want to hear. You have two brighter voices and two kind of deeper voices, and I think Moonbyul, every time she, or at least a lot of the times she sang, she kind of broke out of the 6/8 rhythm.
I don't know if I had
she
heard
kind of
her
had
like
a different
sing.
I like her voice.
But
I think it she got into like a different, let's say like some kind of a syncopation to the 6/8 bit, and it was really interesting. I really like that.
Were they their own backup singers? Mm-hmm. Okay. I thought that was cool too, because I thought that they all took turns to like support each other in a way. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then you hear this like really like kind of off in the back like nice little like the oohs and the ahs, and I just
I kind of like this one better. Yeah, and I felt like they were super emotional throughout. Like, there would, like, a lot of, like, there was one part where she was, like, whispering, she was talking. Like, I feel like those are, like, effects a lot of vocalists use to portray, like a vulnerability with them. But I did just enjoy this one more because I was able to just, like, feel, like, a more calming feeling. And I feel like that's what you get from your mom. It's just, like, calm.
I think for channeling mom vibes, I would go I'll Try. I think that one hits me more in the feels.
I'll Try. I felt more emotional. This one, Hello Mama, I felt more comforted. I'll Try made me realize how much I love and miss my mom right now. And Hello Mama made me like really think back on the kind of happiness that I've had with my mom and like the time we spent together and how awesome that was. Awesome, and like I feel good. I feel safe.
Interesting.
Yeah.
To end this video, I would love for you to give a personalized message to your mom, if you feel comfortable with that.
Yeah. Well, I mean...
Would you like to share with the class?
My mom's really cool. She cares so much and works really hard. And I think also like that message of like, no matter how much you mess up or how stupid you are, like she'll always be like, just come on, it's okay. Like, I love you and love your mom. It's great.
Hi, Mom. It's Aaron. I feel very grateful and proud of my mom. She has this amazing career and also an amazing family. And I think that I definitely look up to my mom in terms of her just like level-headedness in really all situations. And so I think that having a mom like that has really helped me like curb a lot of anxiety problems that I've had and just the growing pains of the teenage years and stuff. I don't know, I'm just really proud that she's my mom and proud that I take after her in so many of my qualities and stuff. And you know, like we do fight or not all the time, but when two similar people get in the same room, like there's bound to be arguments that happen. But in that, me and my mom always come back to each other, and our relationship has always been very good. And I really do love my mom. Thanks, Mom.
What am I thankful for? A lot of things, actually. I think it's just the general support for going into music. I think she always looked for the best opportunities for me, so I was thankful for that.
I just want to say, Mom, I hope you're feeling better by now, and I know it's always like a struggle. Like every year, it's always really a big reminder of like, you know, like what we could have lost. I'll always be grateful to both you and Dad for how you raised us. You know, we always had hard, like, little confrontations, but you guys were always willing to change for us as the years went by, and I think we are the people today because of that, and just the way that you accepted all of us, even if you maybe couldn't at first, and then just watching you guys grow with us and having you in our lives was very, very special.
I'm incredibly lucky to have a mom who is as supportive of me. Whenever I've come to her with things, it's always been, I will always love you. It doesn't matter to me or your dad, you know, no matter what it was. My mom has just been on my side the whole time. And she is always ready to drop everything and just be here for me, and that's pretty awesome.
妈妈，谢谢你一辈子养着我，我真的特别爱你。我不知道我这一辈子怎么能活着，如果你没有养过我和哥，真是谢谢。
Hi, Mom. Thank you so much for all of your support for all of my life. I really value having you and our conversations. Every time I come home, I'm like, this is what I've missed, and I'm so glad that I have you in my life. I love you a lot. Thank you for watching these.
Yeah, I want to thank my mom for sort of bearing with me throughout the years. I know I don't call as much as I should, but yet you've been increasingly patient, actually. And yeah, sometimes I'm honestly a little, I wish I could bring myself to talk to you more, but hopefully by the time this video comes out, we'll be in closer contact, and I do mean that. So yay, happy Mother's Day.
Ooh, I want to do one to my mom.
Okay.
Hello, Mama. You're the best. Thanks for teaching me how to bake pie and love the outdoors.
Oh yeah, I love that. Okay, well, hi, Mom. If you're watching this, I'm like very grateful for your deep understanding and empathy that you've really instilled into the perspective that I hope to bring to my life. Yeah, and I'm really grateful for your hard work and raising me. You know, nobody's perfect, but you taught me that there's such beauty in that. Thank you.
Hey, Mama, happy Mother's Day! Woo! I don't think I've ever fully expressed how much I love you, how thankful I am, and how much I feel like I owe you for everything that you sacrifice for me daily. There's still so much that I need to learn from you. I'm so thankful for all your advice you have given me and that I've been able to spread to all my friends when they have the same problems as me. To all the mothers and mother figures out there, happy Mother's Day.
Oh no, we're ending on.